Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Good morning. Is it Friday? Is it Thursday? What is today? Today's Thursday. It's Thursday. I'm a little bit all over the place with my days because I just got back, Tuesday or something like that, from visiting the family for Easter. And here we are, we're back. And gonna get back into Chibis. I accomplished quite a bit while I was gone. I did stream whilst I was away, and pretty happy with how things turned out. And today we're gonna try to finish up some line work, clean things up, and maybe start doing some outlining or something like that. I don't know. I'm a little bit all over the place, but I was like, I gotta do it. Like, I thought I had a plan. And then I sat down and I got my stuff together and I thought, I don't know if this is the plan. I don't know if it's the plan. So here we go. You can see I have accomplished quite a bit. Look at that. Here is my mom in chibi form. I did end up getting a reference while I was at her home of a picture that I remember. Like, again, I'm like everybody, your parents, yourself, you all go through changes. But like when I think of my mom, it's like, okay, there was this time frame where she looked the same for so many years. And like, this was it. And so we're going to walk you through this here in just a second, but I want to greet all of you, of course. The Real Steven TV says, good morning. And did you sleep well? I like a rock, man. I had a weird dream about, like, I was at this like fancy hotel with my family, and that there was a really cool pool and stuff like that there, and we didn't really want to leave, so we stayed past checkout time and just hung out at the pool, which I don't know, can you do that when your time is up? And then we planned to leave, and I met this lady there with her kid, and I'm not sure what our connection exactly was, but she said that I needed to go somewhere within the hotel, ask for the whatever, and it was like car parts or something, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Dreams be weird. Jonathan Reyes is in the chat. Hello, Retro Collective. You're on the road, running late. Oh, be safe. Make good decisions. Have a good day, too, while you're on, I'm assuming, on the way to work. Juliet says, good afternoon, Dreaming Tabitha and chat. Hello. Was Adele and Keanu in the dream? No, not this time. They probably will never be in my dreams ever again, except for that time that I shared with you last week. That was a fun dream. Did you pray for Keanu and Adele? Okay, because I did. We prayed for them because it was like, hey, maybe this means something. And I had a wonderful time with my family. So I was talking to my mom and I got like some ideas, and it was good to be back with them and then remember like all these little elements. So I was struggling with like the face, but I think I've got it now. So I changed up the hair so that my mom always complains about her cowlick. You guys know what a cowlick is, right? Hello, good morning. She always complained about a cowlick, You guys know what a cowlick is? Where I don't know why they call it a cowlick, some kind of urban legend saying thing, but where your hair just won't go, in any direction. It's stuck going in one direction. So she always has that. So I changed that over here. And I remember she kind of had her hair would swoosh down and curl over here. And I tried to push the hair out of her face because my mom hates having her hair in her face. Unlike me, I can have it like, I don't want it like in my face, but I don't mind it having it around my face. She don't like that. See, gave her an apron. I put a glue gun in one hand, pencil and paintbrush in the other, because she does all the crafts. And I put an easel back here. She doesn't paint quite as much as she used to. Like, she hasn't for a while, because she got into card making. A little card down here with some glue spilling. Got the scissors and some more pencils, because she does a lot of color pencil stuff. I have a bowl of roses. Mom likes flowers, and she used to keep flowers all around the house, dead flowers. I know that sounds weird, but it was kind of pretty, kind of cute. But I remember when I was very little, She would hang, I think they were the plants that my dad gave her. I'm not sure, but she would hang the dead plants all around the house. This in remembrance of a good time, I guess. I can't say much. I too, my niece, last year gave me this little flower, and I keep it here on my desk so I can think of her. And she also, I must have inherited this from my mom. My niece also gave me this flower, so I keep these at my desk. So I also keep dead plants around the house. I have live ones, by the way. My avocado plants are doing amazing. So yeah, she doesn't paint as much, but I thought, what do I put in the background? I just wanted to kind of throw the creativity in there. She used to paint, but I don't remember my mom really painting a lot of canvases. Like, she would paint stuff, like dishes and things like that. And then over here, we have this weird looking mug, because my mom likes unique mugs, and she likes the ones with the faces on them. Ugh, I don't like that. She has this one cup. It's so creepy. I don't like it. It just weirds me out, man. Weirds me out. I like unique mugs. I do not like them when they have faces popping off of them. It's weird. It's weird, man. It's weird. To each their own. I don't like it. Because I wanted to, of course, have a cup of coffee there, because my mom loves her a good cup of coffee, of course. And then I drew a basic mug. Shame on me. And then I started playing around with the shape, and that's when all of a sudden I remembered the face. So we got a nice cup of coffee here. I've got a picture over here with somebody in it. We will use our imagination to decide who in the world is back here. She does have a table with a bunch of pictures of different family members on it. And then my mom likes balloons. She does like the ones that are shaped like the animals and stuff like that, and fun ones. I don't know that I have the skill at this current moment to do a creature that looks like a balloon. So I just went with regular balloons. So yeah, we're just going to kind of tidy this up and then hopefully get to inking. But whilst, here we go. Let's do this. Whilst I was with the family, we had a little one in the family, because, everything centers around the grandkids, and so we ended up watching Disney shows, and sometimes we as the adults take our stand and we decide what we're going to watch. We the people, okay, the adults. And so we decided to watch Aladdin. Personally, it's like my favorite Disney adventure. And I never noticed before, but when I got really close to the TV, because I got up to walk past it to go get a drink or something like that, suddenly I looked at Aladdin and I noticed the artwork a little better, and he's not outlined in black. Not really. In fact, I have a picture here. Let me see. Let's see if I make this bigger. Well, of course, the internet's decided to be slow. Where's the picture? Where's that picture? That's not my picture. That's a movie. What is that? What is it? Oh my gosh. Can't the internet just be easy? No, of course not. Let's see. Where's a good picture? This one's perfect. Just let me have it, Disney. Just let me have this picture. For the love. Well, it's not popping up, and I don't think it'll pop up big enough for you guys to... Oh my gosh. There you are. Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can share. There we go. Add to the stage. Let me remove this real quickly. It's going to be kind of hard to tell. But if you were able to get up close, you would notice that his outfit is actually outlined in purple. And so is his face. And sometimes underneath it's outlined in blue. Obviously his hair is outlined in black. But even Jasmine, like her outfit is outlined in blue and she's actually outlined in purple. So I thought that that would be really, really cool to maybe try to integrate into something like this. Obviously, over there, Aaron Blaze and the crew had a reason why gold was with purple. I don't know what the secret, what the story is behind that as far as those color choices. Why didn't he make Aladdin's outfit outlined in, orange or something that was more in the family of his outfit? I'm sure there's a reason. Maybe one day. I follow him on YouTube. So fun to watch him create. The Art of Aaron Blaze. You should totally check it out. But I thought that would be kind of fun to see if we could figure that out. Maybe a picture of a chocolate Garfield. I should totally do that, shouldn't I? Hey, it's the Rookie Critic. Good morning. Fantastic. Did I miss the whining? No, because Nomi's not here. It does look purpley. It is. It's purple. It's a dark purple. It was fantastic. Lakers fan. Charlie Zulu Oscar. Who's a Lakers fan? Who is a Lakers fan? I have no hate for the Lakers because I'm apathetic. So, I don't care about basketball. Sometimes I'll watch it with a friend or something, but and I'll be interested or whatever whilst watching. Overall, though, it's not my sport of choice. I don't give two farthings. Here comes the fun. Here comes the whining. It's Nomi without you. I should get Nomi back on the show back on the channel to do some art or chat about art. That would be interesting. I should have like a alumni stream. Nomi and Joe were on the channel and we did art together. And, I feel like the shape of the mug is crooked, but maybe that would be okay. Maybe that's okay. Overall, I'm really happy with a lot of this. So I'm just what I should do is just go ahead and outline. So this is where I'm nervous. This is where I'm not sure what exactly I need to be doing because I've seen people, I've shared this before. I'm open for chat art stuffs. Cool. Well, now that I know that you're willing to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, we should stream together in the mornings. Nomi's not afraid to look like a hot mess while streaming, so it's okay. But I noticed that some people will outline and then color. I typically color and then I outline because I'm afraid it's going to bleed. So my thing is that if I outline this in color and then later on I go in and I try to color it later, will it bleed? So I did take a picture of this so that if I need to, I can just go in and color it digitally. So we're going to experiment today. We're going to experiment. I brought a whole bunch of my hoo-hoo markers. The magic reveal. These ones. And I'm still waking up, which I doubt it. And then I've got these ones, which I believe these ones were from Terra Crystal off of my wish list. Super appreciate. So maybe we should go with these ones, these more jewel toned kind of outline. Maybe we should go with these ones so that way it's a little bit softer of an outline. I'm not really sure. So we're gonna find out. We'll find out today. All right, let me put some of this stuff away. It's time to get out the needed eraser. Because we're not gonna erase everything. We're not going to erase everything. Okay. Then, did I shift? Did I shift the camera? Here we go. Oh, no. Now I did. Well, bless the Lord. There we go. Hey, Logical Spark. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Thank you guys for always showing up, supporting the channel, hitting the like button. Always appreciate. Making it fun. All right, we're going to warm this up. And we're just going to erase the heavier set. We're not going to erase everything. We're just going to, here we go. Goodbye, Mom. There we go. Just kind of roll it over just to lighten everything up. Here we go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Just so that way it leaves just a very faint outline. Oh, sorry. Always fun with Tabitha. Thank you. Thank you. I have to go to the lab this morning. My liver enzymes are high. I think it's due to stress. Stress will do that. It will make everything high. It'll make you lose your hair. It'll change the color of your hair. It will give you eczema. Stress is weird how it just takes itself out on the body. It just absolutely bizarre ways. That's why, it's important not to stress. It's impossible not to stress. We're humans after all. But I remember one time. All right, story time with Tabitha. I remember this one time where I was somewhere in my mid-20s, I believe. And I was coming up on life, where you realize that you need money for stuff. Like you really need money for stuff, and you're trying to strike it out on your own. So you don't have to rely on your parents and stuff like that quite as much. And we love story time with Tabitha. Good, I'm glad. And I was at this job where I wasn't making a lot of money, or I wasn't making enough of the monies. Right? We need the monies. We need it for important things like coffee, milk, sugar, coloring pencils. You're working in the pit today, sarcastic? Interesting. I love how much fun it is to play with the kneaded eraser, by the way. Like, not only is it functional, but it's also a fidget toy. So, and it was really difficult. So anybody who knows me well knows that I'm a stupidly loyal person. I'm a commitment freak. Like, I'm a commitment freak. And I feel horrible if I don't honor my commitments. Even if it's something as simple as gaming streams, and I'm running late, and we said we would be there at a certain time, and I'm not there. I feel bad. Nomi's helped me out with that a lot. Sort of. And anyway, so I was at this job. I'd been there for almost 3 years, and there were a lot of elements of it that I really enjoyed. I worked with kids at a school. I was an aftercare school giver, and I worked there in the summers and stuff like that. So it was nice. It was nice until it wasn't. And then just more and more stuff. Parents are usually the worst reasons, or usually the reasons why people leave. And it just got to be too much, and I realized I realized that I wasn't making a lot of money, and honestly, for the work that I was doing, I don't think it was enough money. That's just what it was. And so I decided, I hadn't heard you ever heard that piece of advice where people say, if you're thinking about quitting your job, don't quit until you have another job lined up? I did not do that. I quit my job having no prospects for another job, and I was going to head to Germany with my mom, and I wanted to try to pay for my plane ticket. And suddenly, when you're young and dumb, and suddenly I realized, like, I don't have enough money, and I don't know, I'm not really sure what was going through my brain at that time. It's rough being young, and I don't know. It was terrible. I was still living with my parents at the time. They're graciously letting me still live there. This blue, I think, was just absolutely perfect. Thank you, Jesus. First time. And I got it in my mind that I wasn't going to be able to go to Germany with my mom because I didn't have a certain amount of money that was in my mind. And I started to stress about it. I was looking for jobs, but I also get stressed out looking for jobs because while I'm a commitment freak, it takes me a long time to commit to something. because I'm a diehard. And so I was looking around for jobs, and also, especially when you're younger, a lot of times you're self-loathing. You don't think that you're good enough for whatever. Like, I had some college education, but I didn't have a degree. And we all know that, especially back in the day, where the stress of, the stress of having a college education, if you didn't have one, it'd be harder to find a job. And there was a lot of stuff going on in my mind, like, where I'm just not good enough. I will never find a job. I'll just have to take something. And you look for lower things. And then the jobs that I was looking for were further away. And I just get nervous thinking about having to interact with strangers. And it was a lot. Like, the early 20s, it's a lot. It's a lot. For Tabitha, it was a lot. And so I just stupidly built up all of these problems in my head, and then thinking that I'm not going to be able to go to Germany, all this kind of stuff. Not really fully comprehending that. Maybe I did, but it was weird because I wanted to try to, like I said, be independent, strike out on my own. And I was like determined that I'm going to pay for my plane trip, when my dad was going to pay for my plane trip. Like, he was going to do that for me. And I don't know. I just was like, no, I want to pay for it. But then I was stressing out that I wasn't going to pay for it. And in my mind, it's like, if I'm not going to pay for it, then I'm not going to let my dad pay for it. I don't know. It was a lot. So what this ties into the stress is that eventually I developed a heart arrhythmia. I started to have moments of dizziness in random moments. When I was sitting down, especially. Like, it was just all of a sudden I would sit there when I was working, and like the world just would kind of like shake back and forth. I remember being at church one time, and we were downstairs, because you like park where we parked, you would go downstairs, and then you go take the stairs upstairs to the main sanctuary. And I remember being in the hallway, and as I'm walking down this long hallway, the hallway started to shift like this, and I like hanging on the wall trying to catch myself as the hallway was turning. It looked like it was a scene straight out of Inception. And all right, we're just gonna go for it. See, my problem with it, if I outline this in color too, quick intermission here from my story, is that I will see the blue. So maybe I need to do more erasing. And so yeah, the hallway started shifting. It was just so weird. And the year before that, I'd had a similar issue where I would find moments of dizziness, and I went to my doctor, and she diagnosed me with basically saying that I was having an allergic reaction, if you will, or the symptoms of allergies without actually having allergies. And basically she just said that I had too much mucus up in my nose, that it was backing up and affecting my equilibrium, right? And so she gave me some medication. It cleared things up, and I didn't have that issue. So when I was starting to have the issues again of the dizziness, I went to the doctor again, thinking, oh, hey, she's just gonna prescribe those things that I had last time. Easy peasy, lemon oscoeasy. I was sadly mistaken, because, I'm just sitting there. It's all good. And, everybody had, like, a lot of people have what they call that white coat syndrome, where you get anxious when you go to the doctor, just because you're always going to, you're always going to assume something's wrong with you. But this time I was like, I'm good. I know exactly what the problem is. And she comes in, she inspects me, and she starts listening to my heart. And all of a sudden she gets really serious. And I'm sitting there like, something's wrong. You could just tell. You could just tell the energy between us was different than it was last time. And she's like, so I'm detecting an arrhythmia in your, an irregular arrhythmia in your heart. And like these words like wash over me. And of course, your mind just automatically thinks it's the worst case possible. But she did look concerned. She's like, I detected an abnormal arrhythmia in your heart. And I want to check that out. And I went to a specialist. They put a monitor on me, which that was super fun to lug around. It was like this box, like this big, this thick, and it had all the wires coming out of it. And I had to have two what was it, like 2 around on my chest around my heart, and then underneath my heart I had to have 2, and oh, it was just so weird. And then attached with this box, and if you didn't have, and women have the struggle that if your pants don't have proper pockets, you have to figure out where to tuck that thing in. And I remember leaving that doctor's appointment more stressed than when I came in. Obviously, like, I just broke down in tears, because when all of a sudden the thing that keeps you running has a problem, it's very, very scary. I was terrified. I'm on my way home. I'm driving home thinking something's wrong with my heart. And the good news is that, well, hang on, let me finish the story. So I end up going to the specialist. I get the box, and they say anytime that I have, like, what do they say? Anytime I notice, how did that work? Because it had a little button on it, and I can't remember if they said anytime you have a little bit of stress, or if you're feeling like a certain way, click the button. And basically that sends the information to the specialist to monitor my heart, like at moments of what's happening, right? And I made sure, like, I was the other thing too. I was in college at the time. I had a lot going on in my life at that moment. And I remember having to explain to the doctor, I'm like, you're just young. Sometimes you don't know what the words are. And I pull out this box. I'm like, by the way, it's like, I'm not looking at my cell phone. If I look down and I'm playing with, like, this box, I'm like, my heart is being monitored. And, like, his face was funny when he was just kind of like, he looked a little startled when I was saying that, which is, anyway, but, then I developed a rash. Right. So my skin is kind of sensitive to certain adhesives. I used to have a skin allergy on my hands to Band-Aids. That was fun. I would break out in all these blisters. Ugh. But yeah. So then I just started developing these red rings on my chest and on my stomach because the things were attached to my body, and the adhesive was, like I said, causing an allergic reaction. So that was fun. She told me if I developed an allergic reaction, that I could send in for the hypoallergenic tabs that they have. And to me, it's like, why don't they just go ahead and include that? Why don't they just put them on there so that you're covering all your bases? I was not really in the habit of reaching out to people for things like that. So I just endured the allergic reaction. And eventually things just kind of worked out. My dad told me he was going to pay for my ticket. I started to realize I didn't need to stress out as much. And I got tired of having that box attached to me. So I ended up not wearing it anymore. I never went back to my doctor's appointment to keep up with it. And my problems just magically went away. To this day, I don't know. I have to assume, because I'm all better now, I don't have moments of these dizziness. I don't have, heart palpitations at random times necessarily. I just assumed that my arrhythmia went away, and I never went back. I never looked back. I tore off that box from my body, and I never looked back. So, long story short, to summarize, let me put it this way. Yes, like Jonathan says, give it to God. Give your stress to God. It's not easy, but it definitely makes it better. And it will help significantly in reducing the side effects of stress. So even if you, that's weird. That's why I tell people, it's like, I developed a mild, it was mild, but I developed a mild heart condition due to my own making of stress. Don't do that. All right. I found a purple that I like. But I think that it might need to be darker than this. So let's see. What is this? VO30. This is V230. Let's see. Are we darker? No, we're not. Okay. Ohuhus are strange kinds of markers. Then there's this one, which is, well, you can't see my swatches. Always swatch. I think I'm going to go with this. I'm looking at my reference. We're just going to go with it. I'm going to outline my mom's face in purple. Here we go, gang. All right, let's breathe. Let's give it to God. Stressed out. Oh, shoot. I messed up. Well, we'll just have to cover it in with a curl or something. Shoot fire. I messed up because I can't. Oh, well. I'm not going to tell you what happened. This is such an interesting situation. This is definitely outside of my normal. This is definitely outside of my normal chibi thing here. I normally, do like the skin features like in skin colors. So the fact that we're breaking out, we're breaking chains today. This is a very fascinating experience here. And if I look at her shirt, the other reference that I have, yeah, like Aladdin is the same way. The outline for his face is the same as the outline of his clothes. So we're just gonna go with it. Let's just face our fears today. And okay, see, but then this one. All right, these are two different art styles. I have to remember that. We're just gonna. I don't normally like to outline things. It's not my favorite thing to do. I don't really like to outline. But we're doing different things today. Try. What is it that Shakira says? Try everything. Shout out to Wexo for the music. If you enjoy, be sure to look at his information in the description box down below. Okay, we're getting it done. It's a big marker. It's pretty standard. This is a pretty standard marker. These are Ohuhu markers. You can get them on Amazon. By the way, be sure to hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream. You just want to show some support. Oh, I think I messed up her nose. Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, so her hairline isn't really okay. All right, so we've got that taken care of. Now the hair. I think I want to try. We're trying new things. I'm gonna try something different with the hair. So we'll put this to the side. And then my mom's hair was a nice blonde at one point in her existence. Oh, that's nice. I might just need to use that for her hair. Just all over. All right, we need a darker color then. Yeah, that'd be nice. All right, here we go. Here we go. As my niece would say, here we go. Oh, time. Let's get some coffee. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, we are doing all kinds of the new today. So these markers are different, right? No, wait, right? Yeah, okay. These markers are different. The nib is different, so it'll be nicer. Thank you. That's right, Real Steven TV, the elixir of life. By the way, I've been wanting to get back into the book. I don't know. I guess I needed to share this. I was going to be sharing this with members only, I think. I made like this video while I was traveling, and I was going to share it with members only. And then when I went to go edit the video, there was no sound. I think because I was filming myself in the car just to pass some time. And there was no sound. So I think because, like I said, it was attached to my car, it didn't pick up the sounds. And then I was like, I don't even really know exactly what I was saying. So that was a problem. So we'll just have to do it again if I can remember what it was. But yeah, I was going to give the members some updates on different creations, different things for the channel. If you're not a member, you can become one or support over on Patreon. By the way, we have art party this Friday. We have a gaggle of folk coming. It's gonna be fun. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The art party. Be there, be square. And her ear is right there. And the glue gun. I don't think I have any hair down there. Well, it looks like I did. There you go. Okay. Eyebrows are super important. Kind of went. Oh, shoot. These markers are hard to control. Freaking A, man. You just have to make it work. Okay. We got the hair out of the way. Yeah, this is so different. Well, let's go for the win here. Let's just kind of... There we go. We'll just leave. This is interesting because it's outlined and then they leave a highlight right next to the outline. So I'm going to give that a try again. New techniques, new design. Let's give it a try. I see that, I think, in anime a lot of times, or in different types of anime, so we're gonna give that a try. How do they do that? They just kind of do that there. That's kind of cool. We build up. I know, though, it's been a while since we've had the art party, and so I reached out to my friends and I was like, hey, Friday, what you doing? For some reason, I thought April had a whole other... Because, we try to do it the last Friday of every month. And for some reason, I kind of thought that April had another full week in it. It doesn't. So, this is technically the last Friday, coming up the last Friday of the month. Oh, these are happy colors. I think break it up. We'll mix it in with a little bit of what I like to do here. Yes. There we go. Okay. What's everybody's plans for the weekend? I know, isn't it Revenge of the Sith is coming back into the theater? How exciting. Oh, this is where the blue comes in. I do want to try that. Here we go, trying something new. I thought about going to see Revenge of the Sith. I missed the opportunity to go see my movie, The Phantom Menace, in theaters when I had the chance, and I should have done that. I regret not doing it. I would love to go see Revenge of the Sith in the theater so I could hear Battle of Heroes in that amazing kind of surround sound. This is supposed to be like a added thing, I think. Let's give that a try. Trying new things. It's almost like the hair has a glow to it. Yes, I know, right? It's pretty cool. And we haven't even added like the shadows yet. The real shadows. I am learning still a lot about like cell shading and whatnot, so it seems like it's a kind of variety of that. You notice your fingers twitching a lot. Interesting. You're going to go see it tomorrow, says Rogi. Okay. I'm going to see episode 3 on Tuesday. Cool. Hello. Welcome in. Let me look over here at her reference. So now we can we don't have to worry about the white below because the blue is essentially like a shadowy glow. And then we add the darkness to it. I think it would be nice if this had a little bit of a highlight there. What time is it? Oh, we're doing great. Okay, and then, well, I totally messed up her eyebrows, but they're supposed to be darker anyway. We'll see. Yeah, we will. There we go. Soften them up a little bit. Okay, hair's coming out nicely. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I love the blue. It really makes it pop. It's so cool. You're seeing The Accountant too today. I've never seen the first one. Okay, we have to find a darker color. I probably won't be in this. Let's try the sand. It's everywhere. Get used to it. Oh, that might work. We might just go with a whole jewel tone theme in this. I wanted it to be vibrant, but this is like vibrant jewel tones, if I could say that. All right. Thank you, Rogi. I try. All right, let's do this up here. Yeah, that's nice. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Ooh, I spy with my little eye. By the way, if you haven't seen my latest video with Sevi, I challenged a lawyer to reimagine my artwork. Totally check it out. And then leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts were. Let me know if you want to see more videos like that. I'm really glad I didn't purchase Oblivion, the remastered edition, because apparently they took away gender or something. That's what I think I heard. So I don't want to buy into all that nonsense. So I stick with my Skyrim. So on my kick, some Skyrim streams will be coming. We'll go back to the homeland where the music's playing. Home. Where someone's waiting, silently waiting for me. Sevi is a wonderful boss. So says my contract. I'm glad you mentioned that. I meant to watch your video the other day. Just got busy. I'll watch it. Thank you. Thank you. Recommend you see The Accountant. Love the first one. I heard it. Yeah, type 1 or type 2. Oh no, yeah, Skyrim is amazing. Yeah, I know. So here's the other thing too. It's type 1, type 2. Now you cannot get away from gender. So here's the thing. Type 1, type 2, which one is female? And I don't want to go on all like a feminist rant. It's just it is part of like history and society. Is type 1 more female, or is it type 2 second place? All these things, they don't realize they do these things like I don't know, on purpose, or well, I guess you have to be intentional if it's on purpose, but it's like these things happen. It's like, just make it male or female. Like it's not that complicated, given that the majority of people in the world are male and female. Why not just keep it simple? Like why Avril Lavigne or whatever her name is said it so right. Why you gotta go make things so complicated? Like, just keep it simple. Just keep it real. Just keep it moving. It's like, why would you want to alienate the majority of your purchasers, I know it's harsh reality, but most of your customers are male and female. Oh, it's pretty good. Fantastic. Type 1, because women can't even. Stormcloaks are the Empire? Stormcloaks. They live outside. They're cooler. I remember the first time I played that game and I stumbled upon a hag raven. Dear God, I was probably one of the other contributing factors. My heart arrhythmia. Between that and Mass Effect, dude, I was all over it. Spending hours in gameplay, just losing myself in the game. I loved it. My escape. I would literally get up like 2 hours early before the day started, just so that I could have my gameplay and spend time in Tamriel. Turning out a lot better than I thought it would. Thank you, Aaron Blaze. Thank you, Disney, for the inspiration. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I tried playing Fallout once, and I don't know, maybe I didn't give it a fair shake, but that was during a time in my life where it started getting really busy. I started doing more mature things like working more or just taking care of stuff. And so I didn't have as much time to dedicate to it as I did like Skyrim and stuff like that. I'm more of a fantasy gal. So it I probably try it again. I have wanted to try playing Borderlands, and I know that there is a new game coming out. I have to see if they earn my trust or not. These games are just so wacky these days with their ideas and their concepts. I know. So, Psychotic Manga, I started playing Mass Effect 2 first. I started playing Mass Effect 2 first, and then I went back and played Mass Effect 1 and then integrated it with the second one, and then, of course, eagerly awaited the third one. And, oh my gosh, those games do not disappoint. Garrus was always one of my favorites. I did like Miranda. I mean, I did and I didn't. Like, there were things about her I didn't like, things that I did, which is one reason why I like her, because she was a character that you could believe in as a real life kind of person, because there are many people that we'll meet in real life where there are things about them that we really like. And there's things that we don't really like. So you kind of got your side friends. Does that make sense? Whereas like Garrus just loved him, man. Just totally wonderful. And then there was Miranda. And then Tally, excuse me. Love her. That one scene where she gets intoxicated and she's drinking through a straw and you're like, is that a straw? And she's like, no, it's an emergency induction port. Hey, Coric Art says, hi, I like your art, says daughter. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. Are you a lurker? Or are you new here? Are you a reg? I just bought the remastered Oblivion Elder Scrolls. Well, Reg, I hope that you like it. I wanted to get it, but I don't want to pick type 1 or type 2. You know, that just sounds like diabetes, and I'm too young for that. So no, I hope you like it. I remember watching my brother play for hours. That was kind of how I got into video games, was just watching my brother play and, being the cheerleader from the sidelines. And then eventually I made my way into that world, and there was no going back. So I would have liked to try Oblivion, but I just don't know, So I just go back to what I know. I saw that Myst was on sale in Steam, and so I'm like, let me save up a little bit of cash, and I'm gonna buy Myst, do some puzzle games. I never finished it, and it was such a fascinating idea, fascinating story, so I would like to dive into that world. If you don't, I read the books. Oh man, the books were amazing. Any dabbling in Doom or Diablo? No. I watched my cousin play Diablo. We weren't allowed to play that growing up, and then I never got into it. It's like a RPG, like a tabletop kind of looking game, isn't it? Something like that. Hey, hi Chaz. Do I have a favorite game in general? Yes, and it's kind of like the way I summarize my favorite movies. My favorite games are Skyrim, Dragon Age, and Mass Effect. These are my go-to games. These are the games that I will always play. They never get old. Always go back to them. They have my favorite characters. And I know Dragon Age has several games. Mass Effect has several games. I lump them together. Except for Andromeda and Veilguard. They don't count. But yeah, I love Dragon Age. I love Skyrim. I love Mass Effect. I just love a good story. I love a game where the story is so engaging and you have to make all these decisions, that at the end of the game where you have to make hard decisions, and some of these characters you've known for years, because like when it used to be where you would have to wait, for the game. Well, you still do, but like when you wait for the games, you're like, oh my gosh, what happens next in this chapter? Kind of like waiting for a book. And you get attached to these characters, and then you have to make the real decisions. And I remember, like in Mass Effect, depending on what decision, and even in Dragon Age, depending on what decision you make, your friend could die and sacrifices themselves, or you turn on them or whatever. I'm like, Oh, so good. So good. Other games that I enjoy, I enjoy Legend of Zelda. I have yet to finish a game. I need to finish a game. You know, I like racing games. I used to play Forza. I liked Need for Speed. Trying to think of other games that I would play regularly. Of course, I love me a good Mario game. I played Sonic the Hedgehog as a kid. I loved it. Oh, Toe Jam and Earl. Okay. Steam. Let me have Toe Jam and Earl. Okay? Please. 1 and 2. Please. Let us have Toe Jam and Earl. Come on. Come on. You're a regular. Daughter is new. Keep it the great way. Thank you. It's good to see you. I'm just amazed by the hair. I know. It looks so good. I always wanted to play Myst, but I never got around to it. Yeah. No, I want to get it. I played Uru one time, and I kept a journal because you kind of need to do that in Myst. And I love that because it's just it kind of helps with the immersion. And I would draw like the characters. I would draw the things that I find. You draw the symbols and you have to try to. It's complicated. I'm older now. So maybe I will understand it better than when I did back in the day. Yeah, you know. Do they have any video games based on Bible characters? Well, you know, the funny thing is, DL, if you really take a hard look at it, all stories kind of resemble Bible characters. But I don't. I mean, wasn't there like Bible man? Okay. One game that it doesn't matter if you're religious or not. That was kind of fun. It was kind of silly, but it was fun and difficult. Was on the Sega Genesis. Was Exodus. Okay, it's a game about Moses as he's fighting to set the people free, right? But it's all done in like the 8-bit stuff, whatever. I'm not good with the vernacular when it comes to the games, but like it's all pixelated and everything. And Moses shoots out W's from his mouth that is supposed to be like, I guess, like the word of God or something like that. So when the enemies come, and the enemies were tough, man. You had your magicians and your little Egyptian guard people, and like some of them, if you hit them with a word, so funny. If you hit them with a word, they get angry and run at you faster. So you have to shoot more words at them, and you had to collect mana for health, and you had to go through puzzles. It was hard. I never finished that. And if you died, Moses just kind of ended up praying, and that was literally the music that would play, and you had to start over. And they played the music of Father Abraham in like that arcade style music. Okay. I know it sounds kind of lame. It was fun and it was difficult, as many of those Sega Genesis games were, much like Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid and all of that. They were hard games to play. I don't know what an FPS game is, to be honest with you. For first-person games? Oh, No, I like first-person games. I just can't at the moment think of... There's, like... I used to play Rainbow Six. Would that count? I liked that. That was back on the 64, I think. And I really liked that one. I liked Rainbow Six. Hey, it's Harry STEM. Let's see. Let's go through. Yes, there's so many levels. Exodus, exactly. Yes, Exodus. Hard game. Never finished it. Worth the play. Like, it's kind of funny, but it's hard. It's worth it. The problem with biblical games is that the story can only really be told one way. I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean like you can't have like side quest character things or something? Exactly. Oh, Nomi. If that was on Steam, Nomi and I should play that. It's not a 2-person game, but we could play it together, and it would be so funny. I could just hear Nomi now. What the fork? A rock just crushed me. Because you would have to shoot like this hay or something like that. And sometimes you would get a double word. Like your W's would be coming faster. And it only lasted for, and they would go further. But, if you had to carve your way through the woods or whatever like that, and all these rocks would fall on top of you. And the game had Bible questions in between. It did. Oh my gosh. So funny. All right, let's have a look at the hair. It's nice and dark over here. Very golden. GoldenEye. That was another game I enjoyed playing. GoldenEye. Mew. I play GoldenEye. I will die on the hill that Tina Turner did the best James Bond song. Okay. And then I would say it's Adele. I love the hair. Thank you. Oh, you made my chibi. Okay. I played that game for hours. Yeah. Well, we had to. We didn't have options. Like our parents, if they bought us a game, it was like, all right, this is the game. You play it. Play it till you win. Or until you save up enough money yourself to buy a new game. Here we go. Now we are layering. Games are just getting so expensive. So expensive. It's like with the new games that are coming out, you gotta save so much money. That's why I try to wait for games, on Steam to go on the sale, because I don't know, just to get so expensive. Why is Nomi yelling at everybody? I would be yelling, what the fork? Yes, you would. Indigo Shark, Friday Eve. Hello. Happy Friday Eve to you, friend. How are you doing? How's your art process going as well? Make any new 3-dimensional creatures lately? And of course, I cannot forget everybody's one true love. Okay, the game that I could spend hours, the one that actually helps clear my mind, as stressful as it could become. Tetris. I miss playing GoldenEye at sleepovers with my friends. We would duel, and the loser had to give up the control. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it was back in the day. Kids today will just never really understand. I don't want to make this side too dark. I really like how light this side is, but I wonder if I just need a couple of spaces where it's a little darker. Oh, I just saw your text. Nomi, you're the only. And I will message you in a second. So, yeah. So I mean, like, what are your guys' go-to games? Like, okay, like, you never played that game where it's like, if you were on an island and you could only take blah blah blah. All right, if you were on an island that had apparently electricity and a TV and a console, what games would you, what 3 games would you bring with you that you could only play the rest of your existence on this island? Mine would definitely be Skyrim. And I know I said Skyrim, Mass Effect, and Dragon Age. But I think I would want to mix it up a little bit. So I think I would, and have something that's a little bit more like whimsical. So I would definitely have Skyrim. And then I think I would then choose Mass Effect, because then I already have a fantasy. And then I would totally want the second Toe Jam and Earl. Absolutely. I like the music in Tetris. Is that weird? No, of course not. That's the one thing that the Russians gave to us that really matters. What? About time you saw my text. I've only been waiting to see if you want 40 or 60 nugget. 40, please. Okay, I'm trying to watch my figure. Silly question. And Canalus, how are you? Ooh, master projects. That sounds amazing. I like games that take a long time to play. Yeah. It depends. It depends. Castlevania, Diablo 2, COD, and Zombie Edition. Hey, Jerry, what was it? Jerry D. Sills. Hello, how is you? I'm good. I'm great, except for that Nomi's yelling. Nomi's yelling at me about chicken nuggets, and 40. She should know this by now. Are we not friends? Oh, another good one. I did spend a lot of time Knights of the Old Republic. Oh, I did forget one of my favorite games too on the 6. Oh man, there's so many now. Pod racing. How can I forget about pod racing? I never finished that. I need to go back and play that on Kick. Pod racing was good. I don't think that I would want that as one of my top 3, but you know what? Maybe should I change my? Should I switch out Toe Jam and Earl for Mario 64? I loved that game. Jumping through the going to the different lands, jumping through the picture frames. That would be hard. If I was stuck on an island and I could only play 3 games forever. Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Skyrim, and then I'd go with Mario. I'm switching it out. For Mario. Switching it out. Okay. I don't know that I want to make the hair any darker, like getting another marker and getting the hair any darker. I really like how this looks. I do. A part of me, nuggets always slap. Of course they do. Silly woman. Did you say pod racing or cod racing? Pod racing. I don't even know what cod racing would be. Old school Pokemon games. I never played those. Okay. There is a part of me that would like to darken up the blue a little bit. So let's time to swatchy swatch here. That looks almost legitimately the same. Huh. Okay. Such the disappointment. That is a grayish color, not what we're going for. No, this one. Okay. What the Freak Koopa? They're pretty much the same. This one's not terrible. Aha. This one, I think, is the one that I will. This one is the chosen one. If the nugget is Chrysanth, they'd also kick and shovel bonk. I don't know what that means. But hey, you leave my favorite wallflower alone, fantastic, okay? I have none of that in here. Chrysanth is a treasure, okay? A treasure. I'm kind of mixing it up. I really don't want necessarily perfect like cell shading. I do like a touch of the realism. So we're going to put some little wisps here. See if that kind of, helps a little bit. We'll see. OG Oblivion, Battletech, and Mech Warrior. I spent a lot of time playing Red Alert 2. Chrysanth is very mean to me. Well, what do you expect? What do you expect? I think I have made... It's not a terrible decision. But I think I've lost a little something by adding this. So I don't think it's terrible. I think I should have just done this blue again instead of darkening it too much. Yeah, I think that would have been. I didn't even think of it like that. It's still not bad. But I think Okay, that's there we go. Still okay. It's still okay. Started a 4-year-old Pong. Oh my goodness. Guitar. Rocksmith with my guitar. Dark Souls. What about your 3? Oh, now we're getting to the real stuff. What about your 3 favorite TV series to watch on an island? Stargate SG-1. Stargate SG-1. These are the real questions. So Stargate SG-1, and then I want to say Once Upon a Time, and then I would say The Great British Baking Show. I think that's what I would go with. I feel like there's another TV show in the deep recesses of my brain, but my thought process is I love all those shows, and the Great British Baking Show and Stargate SG-1 are a very lengthy series, so that would be my thought process. Okay. Okay. I am scared to do the face. Let's see. What about her shirt is kind of like this pink collage. So I don't really need her hair anymore. Got her hair taken care of. You can put these markers away. I wasn't expecting the Great British Baking Show. Nobody ever expects the Great British Baking Show. Survivor Man, Dual Survivor, and Firefly. Firefly is a great choice, fantastic, but like I said, it's too short, unfortunately. We all know this. And so I think if I was stuck on an island for a great length of time, I would want TV shows that by the time I got to the end of it, because I don't know how long I'm going to be there, by the time I got to the end of the show, I really don't remember everything, so I could just start it over, and it would just take up a lot of my time. That's my mindset. That would be my mindset for that. X-Files in living color. Stranger Things. Good choice. Good choice. Maybe I should X out Once Upon a Time and throw in the Cosby Show. Maybe that's what I would do. Something funny. There would be. Oh, that's a tough choice. It's a tough choice. Never did finish Once Upon a Time. Same DL. I did get burnt out myself. All of a sudden, everybody was just falling in love and everything. Like, there were no evil people, and so I eventually, but like the beginning of that series, oh yes, I laughed, I cried, I loved. It was all wonderful, and oh my gosh, it's Untamed Mando! Loud noises. Oh, how are you, Mando? If there were fruit trees growing on the island, which tree would you prefer? Oh my, we're getting into the deeper end of this. Fruit trees. Fruit trees. What are the fruit that I eat a lot of? I do enjoy the apples. I think I would take the Granny Smith, I do like the apples. And, oh my, it's Master of the TDS. Hello, holla, how are you? Loud noises. Once Upon a Time started out great. Yes. Apples. Oh, morning. Hey, Magrinal. Hello. Apples, 2 apples. Yes, I would say, I think apples are good. They help clean your teeth. They're good for your digestive system. They also are a source of water. So I know it seems like an obvious choice, but apples are good for you in so many different ways. So, Nomi out here with the loud. Of course. You know what? Regina will always be my queen. Okay. Let's see. So I'm trying to think of all like I like. Wait, do plums grow on trees or bushes? I like plums, but I'm thinking, okay. Well, bananas have potassium, and I think they have magnesium in them too, don't they? And that's important. That's important. I know it's kind of a easy go-to kind of thing, but let's see. Hang on. Let's try this out. Fruit trees. What am I missing out on? I know that I do like me some cherries. I do. But yeah, plums grow on trees. That's what I thought. The oranges have vitamin C for sure. From what I heard, dragon fruit's not much good for anything. I'm trying to think of this practically. I'm trying to think of this like, in a good sense. Pomegranates taste yummy, but it's a lot of work. I don't know. Do I have tools? Avocados. Here we go. I got it. Apples, bananas, and avocados. Although I really like figs too. Okay. Oh, we would need a citrus fruit. Okay. This is going to get hard. Okay. Apples is just a must. Again, it's good for your digestion. It helps clean your teeth. It provides water. It's good. It's good in many ways for you. So apples is a must. I would choose probably a Granny Smith. I love me a Granny Smith. But now it's like, and then I would choose an avocado because it has the good fats for you. It's good for your skin. It's filling. And there's a lot more that you can do with the avocados there. And it's not difficult to start an avocado tree. So I could always grow more avocado trees. So, all right, apples, avocados, and then we need a citrus fruit. I'm not sure which is better because we don't want to end up with scurvy. So should we have a lemon tree or an orange tree? Trying to think. Okay. All right. We would go, I know this from playing survival games. We would go with a lemon tree because if I ever came in contact with copper and some wire, I could make batteries. So, all right, here we go. Apples, avocados, lemons. I think I've got it. I've got my bases covered here. Saw you were live and had to come say hello. Well, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good source of fiber. Yeah, exactly. Figs. Good. Better question is, when did you fall asleep? Oranges. Just gets. Look at that. No, Mando just wants me to die. I don't appreciate that, Mando. I thought we was friends. What about fruits of the vine? Oh my gosh. Oh, blackberries for sure. Blackberries. Yeah. Rogie says, by the way, that was good stuff yesterday, Tabitha, on VR stream. Thank you. It's hard to say certain things because, people are going to hate you, which I discovered that yesterday on the Twitter caused quite a stir there. But that's okay. People just show their true colors and it's okay. It's okay. Blackberries are life. Fruit by the foot? Nah, Granol, what are you, 12? No. Were those things? Man, they were good. Oh, they were good. 3 veggies on the island. I know. Okay, well, Nomi, don't distract Mando. We gotta play the Murky Divers. But we should go sailing with Mando. We should go sailing so she can take us to the island. Oh, great. 3 vegetables. Oh, hang on. I lost track. What color is this one? Okay. So we're going to do this here. This is the darker color, sort of. 3 vegetables. What vegetables are good for? I do love me some carrots because they can be sweet. They can be savory. You're out of town again? No, we talked about this. Sort of. Not really, but in my mind, we did. I do love me the carrots. They're supposed to be good for your eyesight. I think they're supposed to also be good for your skin. They're filling. What do I eat on the regular? For potato. Yeah, okay. There you go. Say it loud and proud. Potatoes. You can do 8 million different things with potatoes. They're good for, they're good for starch. So if you're feeling a little bit, nauseated, potatoes would be good for you. They're very filling. So yeah, potatoes, carrots. I don't think I do corn. Lettuce, maybe. Well, yeah, maybe. Spinach. Maybe spinach. Spinach has iron. Is that a vegetable? It's just a leaf. Does that count? Lettuce has no nutritional value. Yeah, but sometimes you just gotta have some fun. It's not all about the. Oh, I messed up a little bit. I forgot to leave the white for the highlight. That's okay. We're breaking free. Yeah, I totally forgot to do that on the other side. So yeah, I go with the spinach then. Carrots, spinach, and potatoes. I don't feel like this isn't talking. Much better. What, the spinach or my shirt? Tomatoes, well, if you want to get into all of that stuff, tomatoes are technically, scientifically a fruit. So that's why I didn't do it. To me, they will always be a vegetable, but scientifically, it's a fruit. Makes you wonder how Marianne kept making all those banana cream pies on the island. Well, with the coconuts, the bananas, the pineapples. Instead of spinach, do kale. Ugh, I'd rather, I don't know. No, Mando, I'm going to have to take the L on this one and choose spinach over kale. Kale sucks. Sometimes I make my fruit smoothies with kale because you're supposed to. I hate it so much. So much. Okay, and then this is blue. Cool. This is a different kind of blue. Should I stick? Maybe I should stick with these jewel tones though. They look good, and they just kind of keeps it in the family. Call me family. Let's see if we can remember. And then there's the desk here. This color's not quite as vibrant as the rest of it, and I think we're losing that. You do the same thing? Yeah. I think I'm losing the stylistic choice here. Yeah, I kind of lost the style. Maybe we can bring it back. Yeah, I kind of lost it. That's okay. That kind of brought it back together, but yeah, this doesn't quite match up in here, and so we're going to figure out that. Does winter happen on the island, or is it tropical? I don't know. This is your island. I don't know. I don't know. Blender is you. What is your mom supposedly doing with her hands? So you can't see this, but she is holding a paintbrush and a coloring pencil in one hand and a glue gun in the other. I just haven't gotten there yet. Kind of working on this. I think that these outlines are too bold, and a part of me, I see that up in my thing here. Up in my example, if I pay close attention, there are some purple. I think to make it match, it might destroy a little bit of the fabulousness of the hair. Not too much, but I need this to match this. And with this harsh, bold outline and that not being up here, it won't come together. So I'm gonna do it with the soft purple first and see what this does. I ruined that part there. It's okay. We learn to recover. We learn to adapt. So yeah, this side of the hair is in a darker outline versus over here. So that makes total sense. I shouldn't have done that one. It's not terrible, but I shouldn't have done that one. Still doesn't look bad, but it's not quite as bold as this one, so we're just going to do it. We're gonna, at least in some parts, all right, we're gonna trust our instincts on this one. Forget the reference for just a second. It's okay. It's not terrible. Shoot, I lost control over my brush. It's not terrible, but it's not going to be quite as glossy looking because of the harsh line. So, but we needed it to kind of match. And I think it's going to all come together later on, for sure. We needed it to match the clothing, unfortunately. I'm trying to, again, look at our reference, and she's kind of got that going on where it's like over here, it bleeds into this side. This is why I hate outlining. This is absolutely why I hate outlining. I hate it so much. So it's not going to look bad. It's just going to look different now because I'm basically merging two different styles and losing one, and I freaking hate that. But that's because I'm not accustomed. Oh, I realize I have some hair down here that doesn't have any color. But that's, you know, that's part of the learning process. And, you know, I'm doing a style that is not typically the style that I would do. So that's why sometimes things mess up, or, you know, they don't look quite the same. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's terrible. I think we just have to adjust. You know, because if it's not your style that you would normally work in, and then you're trying, you will slowly start doing the style that you are accustomed to. And if that doesn't work with the style that you typically do, then that's where then all of a sudden you'll start integrating the stuff that you normally do, and it gets thrown off. So we learn to adapt. It's a little bit better. To just have to add a lot more contrast. And might just work out better that way. Hey, it's Melissa. Hey, it's our friend Elsit Barrett. Hello. How are you doing? How's the family? Been thinking about you. I would choose books on boat building so I could get off the island. It's true. When you can't go lighter, go dark. That's right. That's right. I mean, that's true. It's absolutely something that you can sort of recover from. Sort of. Emphasis on the words sort of. It's kind of a shame because I really and again, you never know, this might make it all the more better, but it's just, I really, really liked the way that it was like that. But it's working. It's working. It's just going to take some time. Recovery always takes time, whether it's your art, whether it's therapy, whether it's relationships. Recovery takes time. I feel like this is a little big, but if I do that too much, it'll turn green. So. And again, at the end of the day, I took a picture of this, and so I can always go in and redo all this digitally if I need to fix it. Great. Now her hair's turning green. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to recover. You know, honestly, I don't necessarily mind that because now it's softening that harsh line. This is the issue that I have with like cell shading, where it's like it's this harsh line, and I prefer blends. So, like I said, I can see where I'm starting to revert back to my comfortable, normal way of coloring. And so we just have to add a few more shadows here and there. It'll still be glossy. It'll still be nice. Just try not to panic. Try not to get mad. Yeah, but see, the thing is that the hair doesn't match the body doesn't match the hair, and I've messed up the hair by putting the stupid purple streaks in it, and now she's got this stupid purple streak in the middle of her forehead. What a terrible decision. But I think, again, when I do everything else, it'll all come together. I think the important thing now is the island rented out? Is it a timeshare? Oh my goodness. I've played this. I've played the first one. It was creepy and it was cool. How long have you been drawing and painting? Pretty much my whole life, but seriously for about the last 7 or 8 years. Recovery always takes a long time. Recovery always takes time. Always does. Thanks, Tabitha. My mother's... Oh, good. Good. We've been praying for you, Elsa Barrett. So, no mistakes, just happy accidents. Yeah, Bob was full of crap when it comes to that. There are no... there's very rare where it's a happy accident. It's more of like it's an accident that you make work. And that is where I can tell I need to take a break because I am frustrated. I didn't even realize, like, if anybody's watching over on Kick, I totally forgot I was live over there. And oh my gosh, the old poet Jerry's over there. Lots of people, like, thank you so much for hanging out. I have not been ignoring you. I just totally forgot that I totally forgot that I was live over there. Oh my word. Yep. This used to be a proper channel. Hey, it's RevKev. Yeah, greetings of Istanbul. Are you in Istanbul? What? Greetings of Istanbul? Hope. Cool. RevKev's awesome. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Drink some really, really heavy coffee for me. Have fun. Enjoy all the art, the architecture. I always thought it'd be neat to go to Istanbul. Isn't Hagia Sophia in Istanbul? Or am I thinking that's somewhere else? No, see, ignoring is intentional, Agronal. Okay. I just simply forgot that I was live over on Kick. Hey, Horizon Black says, oh Lord, that's cute. It is. We've made a couple of snafus, but you know what? It's going to come to pass. Yes, there is a difference between ignoring you and forgetting your existence. Forgetting is that it slips your mind, like it is in the subconscious. It's absent from the forefront. Ignoring is, I am intentionally dismissing your existence. I am intentional. You're going there this weekend. Dude, that's awesome. So cool. Well, Tabitha needs to take a break because she needs to recover. Like, this is stressing me out. And as we've discovered, stress is not good. And I don't need another heart arrhythmia. So, be sure to click the like button on your way out. Thank you so much for hanging out. We had 20-some people in here. And I appreciate your support. Like I said, be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Thanks for supporting the channel in the different ways that you do. And I got to get fresh eyes and come back to this, but I also have other things that I need to do. So until the next time, guys.